Hey guys, so today I want to hit on something that I feel like is a really big emphasis at this point in our journey, and that is the goal is not to eat as little as possible. Now, it can kind of seem like that's the case, and we get to zero and we think, okay, I need to eat just a tiny little bit because I can only go to satisfied. And then we kind of feel like, well, I'm feel like I'm not eating enough. My energy is low, and I'm eating really low calorie foods, and I'm just not getting enough energy. And so uh, but but I think I'm doing it right. So um, I really want to emphasize that we need to eat enough, but not too much. And so, what that means is that we're not trying to eat as little as possible. We're just trying to get into that rhythm of the 0 to 5. And sometimes it will take a big meal to find 5, and sometimes it won't take very much at all. And that's just kind of depends on a lot of processes going in the body that we can't really define or nail down or predict. And so that's why we try so hard to tune in to the physical signs so that we're not just guessing all the time. We're like, okay, I'm at a 0, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to eat mindfully, I'm going to eat slowly, and I'm going to watch for my body saying that's enough. And different foods different foods will fill your stomach different ways, so, and how well you chew your food will determine how quickly your stomach's going to fill up. If you're drinking a lot with your meal, that's going to make your stomach feel more full. So there's a lot of things that kind of go into that, but really I just want to emphasize that we're not trying to eat as little as possible. This isn't about restriction. That's a diet mentality in that we have to eat as little as possible. So I want to just kind of help us to push past that and throw out some definitions a little bit, maybe, that hopefully will be helpful. So under eating, you're under eating if you're not eating when you get hungry. If you get to a 0 and you're pushing through that, say you get a growl and you just, well, I can't eat right now. And so then the growl goes away. It's like, well, now I have to wait for the next growl. And so you're pushing past that hunger. You don't have to do that. If you get to a 0, you get a growl, just eat at the next opportunity. You don't have to wait for another growl if it doesn't come back. So just eat at the next opportunity. So if you're pushing past that hunger, or you're not eating to satisfied, if you're just staying persistently hungry, then you're probably under eating. And again, the types of foods that you're eating is going to make a difference with that. We will go into that in more detail with the in the what part in 2 weeks. But bottom line is, if you're eating a lot of only low calorie foods, you're not going to get as much energy probably as your body needs, because the calories come from the food that you're eating. So if you're like all vegetables all the time, you're getting so few calories brought into your body that your body can use for energy. So just keep that in mind. Don't be afraid to eat a little bit more of the decadent, richer foods. They will fill you up a little bit faster, but they will also give you enough calories. So under eating, not eating when you're hungry, and or not eating to satisfied, stopping at a 2 or 3. And then overeating would be when you're eating when you're not hungry, or you're eating past full. You're getting to a 7, 8. Okay, you're definitely overeating under those two circumstances, that you're eating when you're not hungry and or you're eating past full. And then just right is when we're just in that rhythm of 0 to 5. We eat when we're a 0, we stop when we're at a 5. And this is the goal. This is where we want to exist, is that 0 to 5. And so that's what we're working on, is kind of finding that rhythm within our own bodies, because it's going to be different for everybody, and it will be even different from day to day. And so that's why it's just, we're trying to just kind of tune into that. So don't don't feel like you have to restrict your food once you're hungry. Okay, again, the goal is not to eat as little as possible. We need enough, just not too much. Hopefully that helps.